A determined run back and setting your offense up with great field position.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down. He's got it inside the 25. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So we're through one. 21-14, our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. Toss play, this is Walker. And he's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 5 here. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Here we go.
And 5.
Here's the backup. First throw. Here's a screen out for Walker. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and they hit nothing. Sit free, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Milrow, the throw on 4th. Forced out to his right. That's the line he's going to run for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Here's Mahomes on a designed run. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Offensive line fast.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going deep this time. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
It's a designed run from Mahomes. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Looks like a design run here from Mahomes. Oh, he lost the football. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time.
Ball is out. Mahomes fumbled it. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it can be the best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
A second down run by Pacheco. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Hunt trying things up the gut. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs take a second-quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Ready.
Drive begins with a Walker run. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Staying with Walker. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Darnold with it on third and short. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop blitz comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. Along the sideline. He's past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Yellow.
1st and 10. It's Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Caught by the open man.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He finds Worthy complete. He has this down to the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Offense in a hurry up here.
13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
To the air, Mahomes. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yellow.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Headed out right. He's going to run for it. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Here's Mahomes on the design run. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he's in yet again. Another rushing score. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's Darnold. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Third and just 2 to go. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he put everything he's got behind it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Seahawks, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Walker crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Making some progress here. And he's going to be out of bounds with some outstanding field position right at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the...
And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. That's complete inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
44-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. The third quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Real set. Lady.
Now they send their back in motion right. Throwing is Darnold on third down. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first
Now
and
Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Designed run from Mahomes. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Mahomes on first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So it's second down coming up. Looking to throw Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Fight on these two. I'll go on, 80.
Blitz coming. Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. Now here it goes. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. Travis Kelce, the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Taken down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Walker gets the pitch. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing else to be found outside third down coming up.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
From the gun, Darnold. He's got Smith-Njigba for the catch. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Working quickly here.
47-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
No, lady.
Throwing here, Darnold. That's JSN. Smith-Njigba on the quick slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
Now Darnold off the play action. Completes it again to Smith-Njigba. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
No, lady.
Darnold looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
And again, it's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
It's now third down.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college games to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and you could not find a completion.
Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. And this stays a 3-possession game.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that flood side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole. Still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers. Right? They're always thinking of the next one, but unfortunately, without miss.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs make it a 24-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 48-yard
From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that gives the Seahawks the first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Here goes, set. Hey, set. Hey, set.
Here's Darnold to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down at the 41-yard line.
Here he goes. Hey, set.
Darnold. Chased out to his right. Dumps this off to Charbonnet. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush, finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And that miss follows the pattern of how well things have gone for them here. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Wow, wide open here, complete. Here he goes again. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big...
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st down.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
And no, they faked it. And this play will not reach the end zone. He's held out, and they will not take another 2 points off that lead.
Jason Myers kicking off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Gives it Pacheco to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Absolutely fires this one right side. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba with yet another catch. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Jackson Smith and Jigba with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Seahawks 40.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's out of bounds as there's a flag down. This one should be on the defender who jumped early. Man, talk about adding some insult to injury there, Brock. Not only did they jump, but they still ended up giving up the lengthy run, Brock, and that one's declined. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. They'll run here following the penalty. Man, those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 10 yards. And our Kansas City Chiefs.
It's like a design run here from Mahomes. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
He'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to it. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
second and 7.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. There's a line.
Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third down, it's Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. And that is his fourth touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. All right, Brock, your time with Seattle, and especially Indy, you're on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for 2 up this big?
Well, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this because football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. On the move, headed right. That's caught for the 1st. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, a gift to Charbonnet. Rolling into enemy territory. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
4 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. In the red zone now. Throws caught. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on to the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. 2nd and 3 now.
At the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down. Instead, it's incomplete. 4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play. Forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 37 on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. I'm going to pass it here. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs keep running away with this. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And that one's caught. That couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth. Well, he just caught them a touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a give to Charbonnet. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. From the gun, Darnold. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47, 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Seattle.